Hey guys, to commemorate us getting through all of our hot school candidates, we're going to be giving away a $20 Blizzard gift card. In the event that you want to try to win this, go ahead and follow the link in the description below, and good luck. And we'll see you guys all. Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. I hope you had yourselves a good recess. In today's lesson, we will be covering Valla. Valla is a really strong hero who has the ability to do a lot of damage, whether it be versus minions, versus other heroes. She has some pretty decent builds. Her biggest downside is her health pool is pretty low. She's one of the squishiest, one of the squishier targets in the game. But let's see what we can get done with Valla here today.
I stand ready.
And I love this skin, by the way. I think it looks cool. Okay, we find ourselves on Battlefield of Eternity. On the friendly team, we've got Valla, Zeratul, Whitemane, Kael'thas, and Sylvanas versus Medivh, Kharazim, Zagara, Nazeebo, and Orphea. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for this map before I queued up because this is one of Valla's best maps. Because she has the ability to just shred these immortals and help your team win the immortal race. So that's going to be one of the main things that we're focusing on, as long as the rest of our team can hold off the onslaught that will surely come. We do have the better immortal damaging team, but they have a lot of burst damage, like with their Orphea and Kharazim's ability to kind of jump onto us. So if we get caught out of position and get chomped on by Orphea, we're probably gonna die because she's gonna hit us damn hard. But let's see what we can do. So at level 1, we are going to take Monster Hunter for our first talent here. This reduces the mana cost of our Hungering Arrow by 40 and increases the damage it deals to minions, mercenaries, and monsters by 150%. Our Hungering Arrow is our Q ability. It shoots a arrow out in this general direction, as you can see, and by general I mean this exact direction. As soon as it hits something, it will bounce and hit up to 2 additional enemies. It prioritizes heroes, does it was about 60% of the damage per hit after. Oh wait, no, that's 50%. And it can hit the same hero multiple times. Our W ability is called Multi-Shot, and it's gonna go ahead and just do a bunch of damage in this cone. So enough said there. Our E ability is called Vault, and what this does is we kind of do a little cartwheel or a vault into a direction, and the okay. I know you're gonna try to hit me. I don't want you to hit me. And it also will increase our basic attack damage on our next basic attack based on how much hatred we have. Now, hatred is our trait. Sorry, our trait. So basic attacks grant a stack of hatred up to 10. Each stack of hatred increases our basic attack damage by 8% and movement speed by 1%. Gonna vault out of there. Gonna do more damage to that Kharazim. Nice portal there from the Medivh. Allowed Kharazim to get away, but it didn't help. Didn't help the Medivh. Go ahead and tag that Zeebs there.
I found my prey.
Oy. So we're just gonna go ahead and get up this hatred. Let's come in there and do a multi-shot. Let them know that we're thinking of them. We're gonna go ahead and grab this Sippy right here and go ahead and get this mana back and just kind of chill. We gotta be careful with Valla. She is a delicate flower. If she gets she goes too ham, she gets hurt pretty bad. So we just gotta be aware of that. Don't want to give Zeebs any toad stacks. Avoid this Orphea damage. Go ahead and take that. And go ahead and hit him with the Hungering Arrow. Gonna do some serious damage onto that Zeebs. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, and we're gonna ping that we're gonna go ahead and take out this mercenary camp. Since we took that level 1 quest, and we do 150% damage with our Hungering Arrow, we wanna go ahead and utilize that on mercenaries here. I would love for my team to help me out, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a thing. So even though we pinged it, we're just going to have to leave. That was a perfect time for us to take that. And I know they're bouncing around here doing, you know, all these things, but we could have gotten this camp and had that pushing right as the objective spawns, which would be big. I already asked for assistance. Nobody wanted to assist me. Go ahead and take out this other one here because we need... Oh man, Zeratul might die from that Medivh if that Medivh tries to make plays. All right, so at level 4, we took. Let's see.
No mercy for the wicked.
We took, what's the name of it? Puncturing arrow. So hitting enemy heroes with our hungering arrow is going to empower it, making it more powerful. Gonna take out this Orphea. And now we want to be focusing on the immortal as much as we can. So if our team can contend with that, we can go ahead and do a lot of damage to this immortal. Let's get up that hatred. So we're just gonna go ahead and we're just deal this damage.
Yes, I see.
This is what Valla does best here.
Your fear betrays you.
We're just building up that hatred. We're using our vault so we get that extra basic attack damage on that one skill here. We should win this race. We won the race. We can come over here, see if there's anything we can do. Go ahead and tag them all.
Well done.
Oh. Oh, what? Oh, there was also spiders on me. Oh no, her basic attack. I was trying to move around because I thought she was going to use her lashing tail or whatever, or whip or whatever, the waltz skill from right there and come down at this angle. So I went and tried to scoop up into there, but I misread that. So at level 7, we are going to take repeating arrow. So this is a huge damage increase for us because what it's going to allow us to do is use another hungering arrow after we vault. So the combo, as it were, would be that you use your Q, then you press your E and vault, and then use another Q, and you can do some serious damage.
Your fear betrays you.
So just like that, we can do a lot of damage there. Nice damage from that Kael'thas.
The path leads this way.
And we were able to take out that Karazim. I don't know why he decided to come up with me there.
Fear betrays you.
But that Kael'thas got himself killed.
The path leads this way.
Oh, God, we missed. Why did we have to miss? Good job, Zeratul. I believed in you.
Hardly a challenge. Let us
What
I am renewed.
up, Wymane? Tired of your shit, too. Alright. And so now we can do a lot of damage to this camp here. I'll come down, I'll help you with that. Do a lot of damage to it. Oh, they have vision on me.
Let none survive.
They just about have 10s. They have 10s.
Stay together
Looks like we're not going to get any assistance here from the other two guys here. So we went ahead and died. I should have just left. I pinged to retreat, but we didn't. Yeah. Yeah, they had 10s. So that was just poor playing there. So at level 10, we are going to take Reign of Vengeance. And what this does is it's going to stun targets in a pretty good size in front of us. Comes with 2 charges, deals some damage, and does a quick stun. Stun doesn't last for long, but it is perfect for an interrupt. So we go ahead and tag that Karazim a couple times.
My hunt continues.
Go ahead and use our ult there. Go ahead and get off some damage there. With our Qs, being able to refresh is a huge damage increase for us. Go ahead and hit the Immortal with the Q, then Vault, hit him with another Q.
I am renewed.
Stay near the white main to make sure we get that heal. Let's build up some hatred on this thing. Q, move, Q. And we avoided some spiders, just happened to time that. I went ahead and got my Q off on it before I died, so we're fine there. We got the objective. That's all that mattered to me. We might overall lose that engagement, but she should be able to heal herself. 7-sided strike, huh? Probably should have gone Divine Palm. I'd have gone Divine Palm. We don't really have any high health targets, so 7-sided strike isn't really going to save him or do much damage. Might save his ass, but so a Divine Palm, but you can use it on somebody else. Oh well. That's, neither here nor there. Okay. Come up here, join this Kael'thas. You gotta watch out because that Medivh can see us. Go ahead and tag that Orphea. Avoid that Medivh. Knock him off his mount.
Let us move. Feel my wrath.
Go ahead and just tag that Zagara a couple times. I'm just trying to get some stacks out of her.
My hunt continues. I found my prey.
Just trying to get stacks, nothing else. They'll allow me to get stacks. I will take stacks all day. It's fine. Ah! I missed Zeebs. What? What's going on here? It was like 3 things happening here. So the problem that we're having right now. So let's quickly analyze. We don't have 5, so we're fighting all these fights 4v5. Now, are we choosing the best engagements? Are we playing the best? No, not really. But it's a lot easier when you have a full team. So we'll come here. We'll get ready for this next objective. And I didn't mention all about what this quest does because we were in the middle of it. But every time the enemy hero is hit with the initial impact of Hungry Arrow, it increases the damage. And after we gain basically 20 stacks of it, not only is the damage increased further, the arrow bounces an additional time.
Keep it up. A clever ploy.
So let's see if we can.
Bleed, you filth.
Oh, I didn't realize the talent was available. Hold on. I want this one. So we gain health back with our Hungry Arrow also. Man.
I am renewed. My hunt continues. The light shall pretend you, champions.
Gotta get a couple. Got tag that Zeebs with a lot there. Enough that Zeratul was able to finish him off, or Sylv. Alright, now we can go ahead and focus on this. Oh, my bad. Alright, let's go over here. Let's do this thing.
Your fear betrays you.
Get in those Qs on there. That's some big damage. we're just gonna go ahead and focus our base attacks, move out of this Orphea junk. Move out of that, hit this with a couple more Qs and a W, and we got it. Get these regen globes so we have mana to do something.
Hardly a challenge.
I'd love to just tag that Orphea right now. She can just do so much damage with her chomp, and then the fact that she gains back health, she's been able to kind of stay with us. So I'm gonna come in, do some sneak action here. Okay, we'll come up here.
We are victorious.
Let's let those spiders do their thing. We're gonna go ahead and throw a Q there and throw another Q. Oh my god. Zeeb damage. That's okay. They don't have their ult to, or he doesn't have his ult to really do damage against this, so the Immortal's gonna do some work. Zeratul is split pushing. Nice catch on that, on the Orphea there. Level 16. We're gonna take Seething Hatred, so we can get our stacks of hatreds much faster. Ooh, that's a dangerous polybomb. Oh man, you're dead, White Mane. You need to heal yourself bad.
As you wish.
That's probably dead. Kael'thas. Once again, not having Zeratul for that push really kind of hurt us going into that Immortal push. I mean, we're not losing the game by any means, but we could be winning it by a lot more.
I found my prey.
And as you can see, with Hungering Arrow, we can do some serious damage to those minions there. We're gonna come up and try to help out Sylv as much as we can. Let her know that we're headed that way, but Zag's gonna finish stealing that camp from her.
Burning hells take you. Feel my
Gonna go ahead and do a ton of damage onto that Zag, even though we missed with some of it.
You possess a certain talent.
No Zeebs. Alright. Go ahead and grab this Sippy. I'm gonna tell the team I'm headed here.
no mercy for the
I'm gonna use all of our cooldowns.
Yes, I see.
Alright, Z finally getting a little bit of help here. Yep. They had their team to help. We're gonna live though. I can't really do anything.
Let us move.
Hey! We did a thing.
Any last words?
Suck it, Orphea. What the shit? Where did you come from?
Swift and silent.
Now we're just gonna do some damage to this thing.
Well done here.
As you can see, look at those Hungering Arrow damage on this. So the initial hit's hitting for 1135 right now. And we're gonna, oh man, really don't want to go over there. Go ahead and tag that Karazim.
Feel my wrath.
Didn't want to tag the Mutalisk, but that's what we hit.
A clever ploy.
I'll take it.
I'm ready to continue the hunt. Your fate is sealed.
Go ahead and kill that, and we're gonna walk down here.
We gave them what they deserved.
Gotta tag that Zag like, what the? Oh crap! Might not get out. Oh, nice heals from the White Mane.
Feel my wrath.
We did enough damage to that Orphea with our Hungering Arrow bouncing a million times. Gotta kill that Mutalisk so it doesn't get on the Sylv. Uh oh. Try to protect that Sylv. Let's see. Let's see how ballsy this Medivh is.
I found my prey. A clever ploy. Burning hells take you. Your fate is sealed.
Hey, we got the objective. And we got the kill on Zag. Woo! Alright, we doing things.
I was beginning to enjoy myself.
We definitely doing our job, which is making sure that we win the immortal fights. And that's just, that Q is just doing so much work to these immortals. Because we're getting that initial hit for about 1200 now, plus all the subsequent hits are hitting for, you know, half that. Level 20, we're gonna take Ranker. So you're gonna make our hatred increase our attack speed. So we'll be able to take out these immortals even better. It's not gonna last too much longer, but...
As you wish.
And this pairs well with the talent we took to gain more. Whatchamacallit?
Descends. May the scarlet aegis gird you.
I took one for the team there. I saved our white mane. I know I died, but I went up to stun that Zeebs during his ult. White mane, you better live, because I just put myself on the line for you. I swear to God, white mane, you need to live. I would be so mad if she died. Hey, Zeratul killed Zag in the top lane. Nice silence. Can she follow up with anything? Doesn't really have much of anything to follow up with. Uh-oh. Oh, the teleport. She doesn't want to teleport into that, though. White mane, I swear to God. Damn it, white mane. Zeratul, help the team. God, dude. I mean, we're doing perfectly fine. We have all their buildings down. We haven't lost one. So, I mean, we're doing great. It's just, it's always frustrating. All right, we're going to come here and we are going to take this camp now. Because immortals are about to spawn. Which is the best time to do these things. So we're just going to go ahead and do what we've been doing. Look at that attack speed bonus, though. So now we gain that attack speed. I didn't even say how much it was. So each stack of hatred also increases attack speed by 2%. When at 10 stacks of hatred, we get an additional 30% attack speed. So we shoot 50% faster. And this is where we can just straight melt this immortal if they let us. Whoop. Oh. Hey, we did that damage. We tagged him. Yeah. Alright. Let's go to work. So look at how much damage we're doing to this immortal right now. We could just actually push core and win, but it's quick match. So, I mean, why do that?
My hunt continues. I found my prey.
So now let's see that. Look at this damage. Easy.
Let us move.
That's just the amount of damage that we do to the immortals is just crazy.
I knew it would be simple.
Did you though? That's something you knew?
Your fate is sealed.
Whoa!
And silent.
All of heaven's glory will end in the claws of hell.
Does Hungry Air not bounce off of those when they die?
As you wish.
Yeah, You're not gonna get in there, dude. I'll save my healer. She kept me alive forever. Hey, still got the kill. Hey, and that is GG. Whew. This is more intense. I died way more than I would have liked to have, but that was a fun match. Yeah, Valla is so good on that match, or on that map. It is like her best map, just because of the amount of damage she do to Immortals. Look at that. We did 70% of the team's damage to Immortals, which is just crazy amount. That's what our job was in that match, and we did it. We did it. So, I mean, saw 6 deaths. God, that's rough. That's a lot of deaths. So talent-wise, level 1, we took Monster Hunter. This reduced the mana cost of our Hungering Arrow by 40 and increased the damage it deals to minions, mercenaries, and monsters by 150%. We took that obviously for the Immortal. Same thing with Puncturing Arrow. I usually take Puncturing Arrow in most matches anyways, though. But so hitting an enemy hero with the initial impact of Hungering Arrow increases the damage by 5 up to a maximum damage of 100. After gaining 100 bonus damage, gain an additional 75 bonus damage, and Hungering Arrow also bounces 1 additional time. At level 7, we took Repeating Arrow, so that when we used our Vault ability, it reset the cooldown for our Hungering Arrow, which allowed us, so the obvious combo there is you hit somebody with a Hungering Arrow, then you Vault, and then hit them again, and you're going to be doing a crap ton of damage. Level 10, we took Reign of Vengeance, and this was so that we could stun people that were kind of all up on us. You saw in several cases where I used it to stun, like the Zeeb's doing his ult, even though it got me killed, but it was for the better of the team. So there was that. Level 13, we took Siphoning Arrow, and this was so that we healed for 75% of the damage dealt to heroes by Hungering Arrow. So when our damage is coming out there strong with 2 Hungering Arrows hitting, that's a lot of healing potential as well. Level 16, we took Seething Hatred, so our basic attacks now grant 2 stacks of Hatred, and the time it takes before Hatred expires is increased by 2 seconds. I didn't really talk too much about Hatred. I did talk about the attack damage increase, but it does fall off if you don't continue to use basic attacks. So I took this so that I could build up to that 10 Hatred faster, and that was primarily for that level 20 talent where we gained attack speed increase. And so when we got to 20 stacks or 10 stacks of Hatred, we had a total of 50% bonus attack speed, and so those 2 talents right there really do pair extremely well together. As far as other talents that you can take, I'm not a real big fan of Caltrops or Hot Pursuit. If you're really good at just using like the basic attack on Valla, I'd highly recommend the Hot Pursuit talent though. So when at 10 stacks of Hatred, and movement speed bonus increases to 20% total, and Valla gains 4 mana per second. So that helps you keep your mana cost mana high and keeps you kind of mobile. Caltrops, when you use your Vault ability, it leaves behind 3 Caltrops. They do a little bit of damage and slow enemies. I'm not a big fan of that, but it does allow you to have a Vault cooldown reduced by 5 seconds, which is pretty cool. So once again, if you were going like more of a straight attack speed build or attack auto attack build, you can take Hot Pursuit at 1. At 7 or 4, you would take Creed of the Hunter. This increases your attack speed by 10%, and then use 100 basic attacks against heroes, and Hatred grants an additional 2% basic attack damage per stack. So that's a solid 20% damage increase when you're at 10 Hatred. Now you can also take Punishment. Each stack of Hatred increases the damage of multi-shot. Honestly, I think either Puncturing Arrow or Creed of the Hunter are the better calls here, just because of the amount of potential damage that you can get bonus on there. Plus, like with Puncturing Arrow, it's so good. I take Puncturing Arrow, I'd say pretty much every single time that I play as Valla. I don't play Berserk too much these days, but when I do, that's what I take. You can take Arsenal at level 7. This allows your multi-shot to also launch grenades, which do some damage. And if you do hit heroes with a grenade, it reduces the cooldown of multi-shot, so that's pretty cool. If you're doing like, was it Brax's Holdout? This is a pretty cool talent to take because you're going to want to be able to do that extra AoE damage with those grenades, and then potentially get some hero hits in there too, so you can try to take down those Zerg faster. And then you can take Death Dealer. So this increases your the Vault basic attack damage bonus. So instead of basic attack damage bonus from 6% to 14% per stack of hatred. So that can mean if you have 10 stacks of hatred, that means after vaulting, you can have your next basic attack hit for 140% of damage. And if the attack kills its victim, the mana cost and cooldown of Vault are refunded, so you can do it again. So that's a really fun talent when it kind of all the stars align. I personally like Repeating Arrow. It's another hungering arrow to use, and that's a sure I'm gonna get in more damage, or potential, like I'm gonna have that potential to deal more damage. So at level 10, sometimes you see Vallas. It's not as popular, but Strafe. Basically, what you do is you just kind of spin around and shoot crossbow bolts everywhere. It prioritizes heroes over minions. You're able to move while strafing. Lasts for 4 seconds. It deals a decent amount of damage. It's not like amazing, but it's solid for heroes that are running away from you, and then maybe they're on just a little bit of health, and you're just wanting to finish them off. It's one thing that nobody really talks about with talents and stuff like that is so Strafe. I call it like a high priority skill. Like it makes you a high priority target just because you're using it, not because of the amount of damage it does, because it doesn't really necessarily do much damage, but the fact that people can see it so much, it a lot of times draws people's eyes to you, and then it will help. It'll help them focus onto you, which is not obviously a good thing when you're Valla and you don't have that much health. And it can be interrupted as well. At level 13, if you didn't take like Siphoning Arrow, you can take Tempered by Discipline. So while at 10 stacks of hatred, basic attacks heal for 10% of the damage dealt. So that's a really good talent as well if you've been going for an auto attack build. You can take Gloom to gain spell power. And what this does is this is going to get, so you consume all your hatred, granting 3 spell armor per hatred consumed for 5 seconds. Plus, it gives you a 20 spell armor all the time, reducing spell damage taken by 20%. So if you're having trouble versus like a Kael'thas using his Living Bomb can be pretty problematic for you if they're really good at proccing that onto you. So that could be a good talent to take to help counteract that damage that is coming out. You can take Frost Shot at level 16 if you're wanting to increase the range of your multi-shot and slow targets. So it's definitely not bad there. So if you were once again on like a Brax's Holdout map, this would be really good because you're going to be getting in that slow on those targets as well. It gives your allies a chance to help you take down a target. Seething Hatred, we already took that one there. But Manticore, every third attack against the same heroic target deals an additional 5% of their maximum health as damage. So if you're going against like a Cho'Gall or Stitches or anything with high health, it's a really solid talent to take. But remember, if you're going against something like a Cho'Gall, you're probably not going to want to be in basic attack range for too long because you're going to get blown up. At level 20, you can take Death Siphon. So when you're using Strafe, if you did take Strafe, it also fires penetrating bolts in a line for extra damage, and it heals you for 25% of the damage that's done. Storm of Vengeance. So if we wanted to empower the ult that we did take, basic attacks would reduce the cooldown, the charge cooldown of Rain of Vengeance by 5 seconds, allowing us to get more stuns out there. Definitely on that map though, Rancor was by far the best talent that we could take. Now Farflight Quiver is also really good. It increases Valla's basic attack range by 2.2. That is a huge distance increase on her basic attack range. So that's if you've been going an auto attack build, that's also a really good one too. But chances are, and I'm just going to take a guess, if you are a player that's playing Valla and you have gone and done mostly an auto attack build, by the time you get here, you're probably already you've either lost the game or you guys are doing really well and you're going to take Rancor just to kind of keep it up because you want that extra attack speed because you've been doing so good at getting that basic attack off, but Farflight Quiver is really nice to keep yourself kind of safe so that you can get that damage out. But that is Valla. Next on the list, we've got Varian. And we will get to him next time. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And we will see you guys all next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like it, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more gaming content. It really helps me out. It doesn't cost me anything. Thank you again. Have a great day.